Hello and welcome to an Oh, hey, coffee. Hello and welcome to an episode of Atomic Vinyl Reviews. My name's Jacob, and I'm here with my little puppy Coffee. And today I have a short little video that I'm going to be showing you guys a little project that I've been working on. So I'll let Coffee go for now, and we'll bring in this figure here. So for some context, a while ago I put out a video detailing a method where you could pretty easily and very cheaply duplicate little plastic parts, in particular parts for figures such as MonsterArts figures. If you, say, lose a part, you could remold it off of somebody else's figure, for example, and duplicate that part. And I just wanted to basically show you guys this project that I've been doing for somebody, to actually show it in practice with a actual MonsterArts figure, because in that video I demonstrated it with a couple of other previous things that I've done, but I think this is a really cool demonstration of just how well this method actually works. Here's what the piece looks like here, and the original piece right here. Here are the two pieces side by side, and it's kind of hard to tell because they both have sort of a different sheen, because this one's not really painted yet, but they are practically identical. There maybe have been some subtle warpage in the process, but you can definitely redo this again and again to get them absolutely perfect if you're very, very fussy, but I think these turned out really great. The only real difference is I actually had to slightly resculpt the tip of the spine, because it didn't come out quite perfect in the mold. Again, it's not the method's fault, it's just because sometimes you gotta give it one or two tries to really get it perfect, but I felt that this one came out well enough that I could readjust it to make it really work, and I think it really does. So I'm just gonna put this back, so hopefully you guys can actually see it in action this time. So again, the piece fits in nicely. As you can see, it's been dremeled in there a little bit because it was a little bit thicker, just because I put a bit too much material in the mold. But the idea is we get our Godzilla head, we get those joints to mush together, put some pressure in there, and there we go. Neck joint's done, and our 54 Godzilla has a brand new neck joint that somebody who has lost their piece can now enjoy. And there is movement there. It's, yeah, not bad. I'm just being careful with this. It's, again, just the fault that it's a little bit thicker than it should be, so the ball joint might pop out a bit easier, but it totally works. So basically, I just recommend checking out that previous video if you do have issues with your figure where you really could use this method. And it's just a great method in general for remaking small parts for anything, and it's really affordable because the mold making material, which is this stuff here, this is the actual mold that I made, is reusable. It's called Oyumaru or something like that, or plastic clay, or I think they call it blue stuff as well. And it's basically a type of rubbery plastic that you put in hot water, which softens it, and then it's able to take the shape of anything you touch it to. And the benefit of this particular material is when it cools down, it doesn't really stick to anything, so it should, in all likeliness, not damage your figure in any real way. I think when I did this, it chipped off a teeny tiny bit of paint, which is not really noticeable at all on my figure, but there was a little bit left in the mold, which I don't think is in there anymore. But I think it did a little bit of that. But generally this stuff is really, really good at not damaging your figures at all. And then you can make it a two-part mold, because when you cool it down and put the next piece on, it doesn't stick to the original piece. It does a little bit, it's a bit hard to peel off, but it will peel off eventually, and then you got a beautiful two-part mold. And what you do then is you get some epoxy putty. So I got this stuff here, it's epoxy sculpt. I've had this little batch for a long, long time. It's lasted me forever. This stuff is a bit pricey, but like I said, it's lasted me forever, and I think I spent $50 on this, and it's almost still full. Like, almost looked the same when I bought it new, and I've used this countless times for so many things. It's one of the best investments as a collector and a hobbyist that I've ever made, I'd say. This is just great for model making, sculpting, or just lots of other little bits, and especially for this method, it's really good. So that's basically it. I just wanted to show you guys my progress on how I was going actually using this method to make this piece. And to remind you guys that that video does exist, so do check it out if you have any use for this kind of method, because I think it's really, really good and really a life-saving method. And it's definitely something that it's helped out a lot of people fix their figures before and has helped me out in a number of cases. I will have that linked below, and I should have it at the end of this video if I remember to do that when I'm actually uploading this. Do check that out and let me know if you've used this method before, or if you have any parts that you could potentially use with this method, or any other tips or tricks like this that I could implement in my collection in the future. So that is it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, may all your vinyl be irradiated vinyl. Over and out. Bye.